Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go! Here we go. Set, 50, play. Can't get enough of that. Go!
On first down. It's Hubbard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play here for the Bills. 58 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They run the counter. Hubbard. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
66. Bullet. Ready, go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Ready? 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Look at me. Go.
They'll run on first down. Bowman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the whip. Fire.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Look, squeeze.
On 3rd down, it's Bowman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
On the set.
55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go.
Go.
I got motion. Rush in.
Get it.
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Check one. Watching your guys. Come on, boy. You got it. Yep. Don't be scared of it. Hey, exit. Hit it.
Miller throwing again. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 49.
Yeah.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Bryant has got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2 times. Hey, we are.
Go out.
4 down.
On first down, it's Bowman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Joker.
Hey, Orbit. Hey.
Mike, 49. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All
61, matchbox, lights.
Kill, turn up.
Hey.
Motion me out.
Hustle.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Look at me, zipper. Rock it.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
49, guys.
Go.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, lock it.
Go.
Hey, seam 6. Now.
Twist.
5.
From the gun, Miller. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Go.
Now Miller throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
90 Wolf, a alpha.
Okay, just like that.
Come.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Look at me. Door.
Check. Lucky.
Ready?
2nd and 3. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Delta. Yep. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing on first down. Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the ship.
Hard.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Yes. Hey, Sam on.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Bravo.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. He completes it to Bryant. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. That's a big game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's what. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come.
Hey, Echo.
Come again. 49.
Hey.
Miller to throw again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Blue dot working. Blue dot working.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Come on, set. 30 base. Let's go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Ready? 55. Check. 55. Mike. Here we go. Set hard.
Second and long. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken in at the 22. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Got it. 55.
Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Look at me. Zipper. 6-6. Let's go.
Miller now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
55. Hey, eat.
Go.
Watch the slant.
Say go.
Operating from the gun. Miller, complete to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. Go.
You let me know right now. You better breathe.
Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
60 or. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Bowman. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
No.
You can't block me.
Get it.
tuck it and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Miller going to throw on third and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Red, 90, Wolf, 55,
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be taken short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
General West.
I'm here all day.
Rock it.
Kill. Check 3. Check 26, check 26.
Defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Get ready.
Shoot.
From the gun, Miller. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On the double.
Got 55.
Go.
Twist. Check.
On first down, it's Bowman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Crunch.
Look at me. Go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Fight.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Go now. 60 out now.
49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Fair. Hey, Zoo. Yep. Go.
Here's Miller. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
Check 3. Call 132 fight. Check 13.
Chopper.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's rock it. Let's bring it. Check.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Yes. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Get it.
Miller on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey! He's mine.
Miller now throwing on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back now in Arlington. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will be taken at the 13. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
25, check 25, check 25.
Protein spill.
Check.
Look at me. Zipper, zip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go.
Here we go. Mike, 55.
Hey, Delta.
55, Mike.
Right here.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
Operating from the gun. Miller going deep here for Bryant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Set. 50. Win.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
61. Match. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'll never see.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
I'm coming for you, son. H3-2-18. Let us.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Go.
All day, every day.
looks like he'll throw here. Steps away, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.